Hello everyone, my name is Siti Aziza. My student ID is 33230129. Today I'm going to present Project 2, which covers syllables, masculine rhymes, and some interesting phonological processes in English. Let's get started. Alright, here's a quick overview of what we'll cover today. First, we're going to talk about syllables, what they are, their function, and some example. Then we'll move on to masculine rhymes, also with definition, function, and example. This will give us a good foundation for understanding English, phonetic, and poetry. Let's start with syllables. So, what exactly is a syllable? A syllable is basically a unit of sound that consists of a vowel, or sometimes a syllabic consonant, and this vowel can be preceded or followed by consonant. Think of it a bit in a word. This definition comes from Lech Fauget and Johnson 2019 book, A Course in Phonetics. Now, why do syllables matter? Well, they have three main functions. First, they help us segment speech into pronunciable units, basically breaking down words into manageable chunks. Second, they influence rhythm and stress placement in speech, which is super important for natural sounding English. And third, they support phonological analysis in linguistic studies, which is what we're doing right now. Let me give you some concrete example. The word water has two syllables, water. The word simple also has two syllables, simple. University is a longer word with five syllables, university. Cat is nice short and just one syllable, cat. And finally 11 has three syllables, elephant. Notice how each syllable has that vowel sound we talk about. Moving on to masculine rhyme. A masculine rhyme is a rhyme that ends in a stressed final syllable. It's very common in English poetry because it creates strong, sharp ending. This definition comes from Fossil's 1979 book, Poetic Matter and Poetic Form. So, what do masculine rhymes do? They have three main functions. First, they create a strong rhythmic closure, like a definite ending to a line. Second, they emphasize the final stressed syllable, making it stand out. And third, they contribute to memorability and poetic structure. That's why so many famous poems use masculine rhymes. They stick in your head. Here are some examples. Strong and long, both end in that stressed ong sound. Light and night, they share that final stress I. Late and stay, both end with stress A. Deep and sleep, stress ip at the end. And stand and land, both ending in stress N. Notice how in each pair the stress falls on that final rhyming syllable. Just for reference, the source I use for part 1 are Lech Fauget and Johnson, A Course in Phonetics from 2015, and Fossils, Poetic Matter and Poetic Form from 1979. So, here's the breakdown. We're going to look at three examples of assimilation, three examples of metathesis, and four examples of epithesis. For each one, I'll explain why it fits the category. First up is assimilation. What is assimilation? It's when a sound changes to become more similar to the sound next to it. This happens a lot in fast or casual speech. Let me give you three examples. Example number 1, wanna. This comes from want to. The sound blend together and the th plus th merge into one. Example number 2, gonna, from going to. The nya and t sound simplifies to n to make it simple. Example number 3, grandma, from grandma. The d drops out and the n becomes more like am. because they're next to each other. So you can see assimilation is all about sounds becoming similar to make speech flow more easily. Next is metathesis. Metathesis is when two sounds switch position. This is especially common in children's speech. Here are three examples. Example number one, ask from ask. The S and K swap places. Example number two, spaghetti from spaghetti. The S and P move around. Kids say this all the time. Example number three, film from film. The order shifts when a vowel is inserted. Metathesis happens because our brain sometimes finds certain sounds order easier to produce than others. And finally, we have epithesis, also called epithesis. This is when a new sound, usually a vowel, is added to make the word easier to say. Let's look at four examples. Example number one, film. From film, a vowel is added to break up that difficult consonant cluster at the end. Example number two, animal. From animal, a small vowel sound is added at the end. Example number three, spaghetti. From spaghetti, an extra vowels at the start makes it easier to pronounce. Example number four, athlete. From athlete, a vowel is added in the middle so it becomes easier to say. So, though this is actually a common mispronunciation, epithesis helps us deal with difficult consonant cluster by adding extra sounds. Alright, now let's move to part B of our case study analysis. I will read with the right pronunciation. Number one, comfortable. Number two, probable. Number three, accommodate. Number four, massive. Number five, governor. Number six, texture. Number seven, athlete. Number eight, experience. Number nine, gladiator. Number 10, happening. Number 11, generation. 12, moderate. 13, service. 14, intensity. 15, category. 16, intricate. 17, department. 18, gratitude. 19, ethical. 20, spontaneous. Now, let's move to part C. First, we have stress-preserving suffixes. These are suffixes where the stress of the base word stays the same after adding the suffix. Let me give you some example with the correct pronunciation. Example number one, hopeful. Hopeful. The stress stays on hope. Example number two, careless. Careless. The stress stays on care. Example number three, darkness. The stress stays on dark. Why does this happen? Well, suffixes like full, less, and ness don't change stress pattern. They only add meaning to the base word. Next, we have stress-attracting suffixes. With these suffixes, the stress moves to the syllables right before the suffix. Here are the example. Example number one, education. Education. The stress is on K, C and A. Example number two, musician. The stress is on C. Example number three, geology. The stress is on O, the second syllable. Why? Suffixes like Asian, and ology pull stress toward themselves, making the pre-suffix syllable stress. It's like their magnet for the stress. Finally, we have stress-shifting suffixes. Adding the suffixes changes the whole stress pattern of the word. Let's look at the example. Example number 1. Democratic. The stress falls on cra. Number 2. Economic. The stress is on no, economy. Number 3. Photographic. The stress lands on gra. And number 4. Historical. The stress is on to. Why does this happen? These suffixes cause the word to completely reassign stress, not just preserve or attract it. They fundamentally change the rhythm of the word. And that brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you guys understand syllable, masculine rhymes, and phonological processes better. If you have any question, feel free to leave them in comments. Once again, this is Siti Aziza. My student ID is 33230129. Thank you.